Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims that are watching, and peace be unto all the non-Muslims that are watching. Hope everyone's okay. This is part 2 of my response to BG John LA. Let's continue with his video.
And as for your comments about being gay, if your society deems it wrong, well, then I guess it's wrong for you.
If your society deems being gay is wrong, then it's wrong for you. And I suppose if your society believes it's right, then it's right for you. I don't believe that being gay is wrong, because my society, or because where I live in London anyway, but if I lived in a Muslim country and all the Muslims believed, like, just say for argument's sake, that being gay was right, yeah, I still wouldn't believe it's right, because my right and wrong is not based on what the Muslims do. It's based on what Allah said and what His Messenger said, yeah. Because one of Allah's names is Al-Hakim, the Most Wise. So my right and wrong is stable and objective. And what was wrong 1,000 years ago is wrong today, and what was right 1,000 years ago is right today. It doesn't change. You know, a wrong is wrong for 100 years, and it changes and becomes right, and vice versa. Right becomes wrong. What I'm basically trying to say to you, and to every single atheist out there, is that there is not one atheist in all the atheists that exist in the world. There is not one atheist that one can prove that something is that there is a right and wrong, because it's all subjective. It's just I'm an atheist. There's no God, you know, that created the world and knows best and says this is right and this is wrong. So I'm left up to decide my own right and wrong. What I'm basically trying to say to you, and this is a challenge, there's not one atheist out there that can prove that incest is wrong. Not one in the world. I'll tell you why. Atheists say that homosexuality is okay because they're two consenting adults and they're above the age of consent. Meaning they're two adults, you know, it doesn't matter if one's a man and another man, it's okay because they're two consenting adults and they should be given the freedom to do whatever they want as long as they're not harming anybody. Okay. So let's take your criteria that you atheists are given, that as long as two people, yeah, are mature consenting adults, then they should be able to have sex with who they want. Okay, I want to ask you a question. There's a woman, she has a child. There's a man, he has a child. They grow up, the children were never sexualized, they were never abused, they were never given any sexual games or anything. And there comes a stage where the mother is attracted to the daughter, or the daughter is attracted to the mother, and the father is attracted to the son, and the son is attracted to the daughter, and they want to have sex. Is it wrong for them to have sex once they've reached the age of consent? Now, as an atheist, you can't say that that is wrong. The reason why you can't say it's wrong is because you gave that criteria. But because you're human beings and you didn't think about where it was going to lead, you're stuck. Because now you can't. What you're gonna have to be prejudiced. Say no, gays, yeah, gays can have sexual relationships or whatever because they're two consenting adults, but not father and mother. Why? We just don't think they could have it. And forget about they don't want to have kids or nothing. These people just want to have sexual pleasure. Well, you can't say it's wrong to them. Why? Because your criteria was two consulting adults above the age of consent. Now, in your heart, Mr. BJ John LA, I'm sure, yeah, that you believe that a mother having sex with their child is wrong, but you can't say that. Because once you say that, you're going to have to say, no, not two consenting adults can have sex. And you're going to have to start putting rulers on it. And whatever happens, yeah, you're going to have to end up taking it away from gay people. Because you're going to be stuck. But me as a Muslim, like, these laws that people, atheists and democrats make, you just make me strong in my faith. Because what happens now is at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, this mistake that there was a loophole and you didn't know it's going to come up. But for me, for the Prophet and the Quran and the Sunnah and the way of the early companions, the Salaf, I avoided this from time I became a Muslim. You see, you know. So at the end of the day, the challenge stands. I want, you know, an atheist to prove to me that it's okay for gays, yeah, to sleep with each other, because they're too considerate adults, but it's not okay for incest. I want to give you what your reasons are. And remember, they don't want to have children. You can't bring up inbreeding. They don't want to have children. They use protection. They just want to have sex. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want you to bring your proofs. Let's carry on with the video.
But I would hope that you'd think about, what if your society suddenly changed and thought that being Muslim was wrong, and it was also punishable by death or worse?
Hey, I live in London, bro. They do believe it's wrong to be a Muslim. Listen. At the end of the day, you know what I look like. Yeah, I walk around in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know what it lives like. Do you know what it's like living as a Muslim? Like, okay, 9/11/7/7. I'm not gonna go into whether Muslims did it or not, because it's perceived in your mind that Muslims did it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go into whether Muslims did it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, yeah. Here's just something for you to think about in the side thing. The side. Muslims were supposed to bring down the Twin Towers. Yeah, they're supposed to bring down the 2 World Trade Centers. Okay. The Muslims brought down the 2 World Trade Center. Who brought down building number 7? 2 planes. One building went into one trade center, another went into another. They came down. What plane went into World Trade number 7? None. How did it come down? Just think about that one. Okay. If Muslims did do it, bruv, not at the end of the day, if Muslims did do it, the act was evil, yeah? The act within itself is evil, yeah? And whether Muslims did it or non-Muslims did it, the thing was evil, yeah? But what I'm trying to say to you, I live in a country where Muslims are hated. If you look like me, unless you're a Muslim who shaves your beard, don't has an Islamic appearance or this, that, and the other, people, when I get on a bus, people get off. When I get on the tube, people get off. You know, people, couples will talk about you, like, and you can hear what they're saying in your face. You know, but as our Prophet told us, you know, that the strongest person is not the person who can wrestle someone else to the ground. The strongest person who can be the most patient when he's being oppressed. You know, so therefore, at the end of the day, like, I'm used to being harassed, bruv. Look, I've got thick skin, and I've grown thick skin from being a Muslim. At the end of the day, I used to get it before, when I was, you know, when I weren't Muslim, and I was like, you could call me Christian, then a secularist, you know, and then atheist. Sorry, my screensaver's come up. Yeah, but now being a Muslim living in the Western world, I've had it more than ever. For example, we had the Pope saying his thing about Muhammad never brought nothing apart from evil. Yeah, we had Jack Straw saying that Muslim women should wear their face veil. What happened to England being a diverse, multicultural country? That went out the window. We had the cartoons again and again and again. People went to Iraq for, no, they didn't. They went there to get weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, who sold Saddam Hussein the weapons of mass destruction, bruv? You see what I'm saying? If let's get the receipts from Saddam Hussein and put them in jail too, you're gonna have to put we'd have to put our prime ministers, and you'd have to put your presidents in jail and hang them too. You know what I'm saying? And he had already used them before you lot went there, and you knew that. But anyway, yeah. We get attacked mentally, physically, all day long, bruv. You see what I'm saying? And I do live in a country that it's wrong to be Muslim. So I know it's like, now if it was a death penalty, hey man, listen, I can't go on my bed, if I can't dress like this, if I can't be like, imitate people like Jesus, Moses and Muhammad, not worship them. If I worship them, I'll come out of Islam straight away, drop of a dime. Yeah, then I don't want to, you know, be like, I don't want to imitate the rappers and the pop stars and the Hollywood. I don't want to be like them. I want to be like Jesus and Moses, not swear, like be humble, like be truthful. That's what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? If I can't be a Muslim, you know, and practice my religion and worship God and not money, not created ideas like Darwinism and secular, and not worship like created human beings, yeah, I don't want to do all that stuff. I want to be a Muslim. I want to live my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to stack up good deeds for the day of judgment, and that's what I want to do. And I want to go to paradise and meet my Lord. That's what I want to do. If I can't do that, then you can take my life. What's the point of me being a shadow of someone else, like living like how I don't want to live, you know. So to be honest with you, is that if they wanted to kill me, because you ain't gonna change. I come to be Muslim on proof